Alright, if you didn't see it, it was a little less than a week ago before I'm making this, but Cade Cunningham got ejected in their game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm not going to go over like the entire sequence again, but if you didn't see it, basically Isaiah Stewart threw Jalen Williams out of the way on a loose ball foul. They're kind of saying it right here. They're fighting for a rebound, and Isaiah Stewart threw Jalen Williams out of the way, so it was a loose ball foul. The Pistons were already in the penalty, so Jalen Williams goes to the other end of the court to shoot his free throws. Because the Pistons were in the penalty. So he's going down there. The referee gives him the ball. The players aren't even lined up yet. It's not a technical free throw; it's just a loose ball foul. But the referee gives gives the ball to Jalen Williams to shoot his free throws. But the players aren't down there yet. So Cade Cunningham says, "What the you doing?" to the referee, just like saying, "No, why are you giving him the ball already? We're not even lined up." Because the referee was confused as to whether it was a technical free throw or a loose ball free throw. I'm not sure what it was, but basically, long story short, he gave Jalen Williams the ball before they were lined up. Cunningham comes down and he tells the ref, "What the you doing?" And he's just upset because there was some pretty weird officiating for most of the game. If you saw this game, but coming down here on Cunningham's two quick technical fouls that led to an ejection, Forte said it was about the words he used to complain about the call. Forte is the crew chief for the officials that night. But right here, Cade Cunningham was given his first technical foul for disrespectfully addressing an official with profanity. I don't care. You're a professional referee. You're not a middle school referee. You're not a high school referee, college referee. You've probably done all those things and gone through the ranks, and now you're a professional referee. Um, from the referee's viewpoint, yeah, I'm sure it's frustrating. The players, a lot of them are spoiled millionaires in a lot of people's opinions, and they cuss at the referees all game. They flop a lot. They complain about almost everything, and I'm sure I'd be frustrated if I was the referees as well. And I might want to just eject my problems away like they did to Cade Cunningham. But I'm sure you probably have a job. I have a job. We go to work. Little things tick you off all day, and it might just be one little thing after the other little thing after the other little thing, and then finally that one last little thing at the end of the day kind of pushes you over the top, and you probably just want to blow a whistle and eject your problems away and go home an hour early, whatever it is, you know, kick out this customer or this guest you're helping out at your job, whatever you do. This person's making you mad. Okay, I'll blow my whistle. You just get out of here. You can't make me mad anymore. But you shouldn't be able to do that. You have to be the adult in the room. And these referees are all older than all these NBA players, and these referees should be more mature, and they should be the cool collected one in the situation. And like I said again, I'm sure the players are super annoying. I'm sure they cuss at the referees all the time and see all sorts of off the wall stuff. But in my opinion, as long as they're not visually impeding the game or delaying the game, slamming the ball 20 feet in the air, chunking the ball into the stands, getting into the referee's face like Joel Embiid got in that one female referee's face a few months or so ago back. As long as it's nothing like that, as far as I'm concerned, for the referee, you just got to swallow your whistle and just kind of let that go and just keep the game rolling. But yeah, Cunningham was given his first technical foul, again, for using profanity towards the referees. You see the game, again, Cade just says, "What the f- are you doing?" because he gave Jalen Williams the ball early. And it just looked really unprofessional on the referee's part. Like, get the guys lined up. It was just an honest mistake on the ref's part. He gave Jalen Williams the ball early, and again, there was a lot of weird officiating throughout the game. So Cade Cunningham kind of got mad about that. But after the free throw was shot for that first technical foul, Cade continued to use profanity towards the official and received a second technical foul and was ejected. I did a video like 3 videos ago, or just check out this ejection. Just look up Cade Cunningham ejected, and you'll see, yeah, he did keep talking to the official. He was frustrated. He kept saying things to the official. But to be fair, I mean, LeBron James, Shane Gilgeous-Alexander, a lot of these superstar players do the same thing, and they don't get teed up. They don't get ejected. So you just have to be consistent across the board as a referee and give all the players the same level of patience. I hate when people say, "Oh, this guy's not a superstar, that guy's not a superstar. He hasn't earned the respect of the referees." I don't believe in all that. If I get slapped on the arm and I'm a rookie, if I get slapped on the arm and I'm a 20-year vet, I got slapped on the arm, it still is a foul. You got to be consistent in calling your regular personal fouls, reaching fouls, just like you should be consistent with calling your technical fouls in the same way. Again, the referees are, they're just way more mature adults than the players, to be honest, in most situations. And again, they just have to conduct themselves as a cool and collected individual in these situations and just keep the game rolling. Like I said, Cade did keep talking to the official. He wasn't following him around, but he was kind of lingering around his area, and he kept saying things to the official. But the official could have easily just kept things rolling. Just give Jalen Williams the ball, let him shoot his free throws, just walk over to the sideline and get the ball ready to be inbounds. He didn't have to sit there and keep listening to Cade Cunningham speaking. In my opinion, if you are an official, and I get it, like I said before, I'm sure the players really get frustrating for the officials. But if you are the official, just get the ball, walk away from that guy. You don't have to sit there and linger around and listen to Cade Cunningham telling you crap to the point where you tee him up and throw him out of the game. The officials, they sometimes they can't just swallow their ego and let things go. They have to make things about them and kind of go on a power trip and throw a player out of the game just to show, I guess, the authority they have. I don't know. I don't know what it is for the referees. But then Dennis Schroeder got a technical as well. This part's great right here too. Schroeder was given a technical for continuous complaining after Detroit was given a team warning in the second period. Again, Detroit was getting mad because right here, continuous complaining. There was continuous biased refereeing in favor of the Thunder in this game, at least. If you're watching this game, the Thunder were getting all the calls. I'm not going to go into, the whole season and whether the Thunder do or don't get favorable calls, but in this game, it was really, really obvious. All these calls were going Oklahoma City's way. So, yeah, Schroeder was continuously complaining. But like I was saying before, you don't have to tee him up. At least he didn't get thrown out of the game. But again, the referees just have to be more cool, calm, and collected. Let the players talk. A lot of these superstar guys, like I said before, LeBron James, SGA, Kevin Durant will talk to the officials a bit. Draymond Green does it really, really bad. He cusses out the officials all game, every single game, and they're super slow to give him a technical foul. They'll never throw him out of the game unless he punches some dude in the nuts or something. But it just doesn't make any sense. Like I said, if you get slapped on the arm, you're a 20-year vet. You get slapped on the arm, you're a rookie. You just got to be consistent with what you're calling as far as personal fouls go and also as far as technical fouls go. I've just been noticing that players have been getting teed up way too quickly. Players have been getting ejected way too quickly, in my opinion. And, ratings haven't been the best for the league lately, so you would think Adam Silver would kind of notice that and let the officials know not to eject a player like Cade Cunningham. I don't know if Adam Silver doesn't realize Cade Cunningham is a superstar in the making yet or what it is, but Cade Cunningham being in the game is way more important for the NBA's image and just for the entertainment value of that one game than some official going on a power trip and throwing Cade Cunningham out of the game is. People would much rather have seen Cade Cunningham and Shane Gilgeous-Alexander going head-to-head in the fourth quarter than they would have liked to see some official get on a power trip and throw Cade Cunningham out and make the focus on himself instead of what the fans actually paid to see. And the two main things the fans paid to see is Shane Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham. So let me know below what you think. I just wish the officials would be more cool and collected. Again, they're the adults. The players are adults as well, but it's just an intense game. You know, they get caught up in things. I know a lot of them are spoiled, and they just, like it says right here, use a bunch of profanity towards the officials. Draymond Green is one of the worst at it, honestly. Not to hate on Draymond, but he does just talk crap to the officials all the time, and they're really hesitant to give him a technical foul or eject him. So it's like, you know, if it's going to be like that for Draymond, let it be like that for the entire league. Or if you're going to call things like you're calling them on Cade Cunningham, then call things like that across the entire league. They can't do that though, because that would be horrible. You'd just be ejecting your superstars every single night, and it'd be a horrible look, you know, across the whole league for 82 games, and it's a horrible look even just for this one game, because it's just so frustrating when the refs try to make themselves the center of attention, like I was saying, when people are paying to see the superstars play in the game. So please let me know what you think about just ejections as of late. I feel like officials are ejecting people left and right and just teeing people up left and right. I don't know if it's worse than it's ever been, because I remember Tim Duncan got ejected by Joey Crawford for laughing on the bench, and that was probably over 15, 20 years ago now. So we've seen stupid ejections throughout NBA history. But you know, this is one easy thing I feel like the NBA can clean up, or at least try to address. You know, just have Adam Silver tell his referees, you know, hey guys, stop teaming people up so easily, and kind of hold back on the ejections, because we want our star and our superstar players to be in there, especially at the end of the game, going into the fourth quarter of a close game like this Thunder Pistons matchup was. But please let me know what you think. I'm at a big 33 subscribers right now as well. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And YouTube said they're going to send me a brand new car if I can get to 50 subscribers.